Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I bring a greeting to you. Welcome back again to our section. For as many people that started with us from day one, I greet you for your tenacity. For as many that come across this video along the line, I bring a greeting to you. As many people that will still come across the video in the future, I bring a greetings to you. Our live reading review book, a book that is very important, that is more than a book, that is a liberation, liberating people's mind, bringing people out of invisible jail, millions of people are. You know how we are doing it. Today is going to be day 12, if I'm not mistakenly, and we'll be reading chapter 14 of this book today. We started from chapter 1, now we are in chapter 14. I think the whole book is chapter 16, but after this whole 16th chapter, we still have the extended, deeper, and more elaborated pages. Likely we can still dive into that, or we finish at the chapter 16, then the link is there on the video description. You can click and get the book for yourself. And don't forget, we have a target. We are targeting 10,000 people, liberating 10,000 people's life. Why? Because if 10,000 people can be reached and can be touched with this information, definitely it's going to have a very positive effect globally in the life of people, and we take it on from there, and a lot of people's life is going to change. So let's dive into it today. The chapter 14 of the book is what we'll be reading today, and today is day 12 of this book. Day 12 of this, what we are doing, day 12. So I welcome you to day 12 of our transformative live reading journey. We said this is more than a book, this is a mirror. And for as many people that doesn't like truth, I say you are not welcome here. Only people that are ready to take changes and to effect what we are dishing out from this book are the people we are talking to. And tonight, we enter chapter 14, a chapter that confronts patterns, exposes circles, and challenges inherited limitation. And this is not just another reading section. This is a moment of awakening, as usual. You know the purpose of this book, to wake you up, to bring an awareness of things you never pay attention to, and to let you change your orientation and reshape your mindset because of the future ahead of you. And chapter 14 of this book focuses on the powerful truth, as usual. What is not confronted will be repeated. If you don't challenge that thing now, if you don't put a stop to it, the roller coaster continue from your children. Don't forget, if you follow us from day one, we talk more about these roller coaster circle patterns of living. So we are saying things has to change. It should not remain the same. And many people are not struggling because they lack effort. They are struggling because they are trapped in circles they never consciously chose. It's not what they really like. It's not what they chose to be. But because this is what they are inherited, this is what they have been told, this is what they grow up to know. Circles of thinking, circles of reacting, circles of settling. So circles pass down through family, environment, culture, and experience. And this chapter 14 of this book asks a bold question. Every time we have a question to ask, and I always say this is the beginning of the freedom and liberation you are looking for. Take a pen and paper, write this question out. Make sure before you come across the next video we are going to do, find an answer to that question. Is the beginning of the liberation. And what is the question in this section? A bold question. Are you living intentionally, or are you living automatically? That's a powerful question. Are you living intentionally, or are you living automatically? Are you being remote? Is the life you are living has been designed because you don't have a choice, you just have to continue? Or you are living the life, or you are shaping the type of life you want to live intentionally? Or conditions, situation, environment made you find yourself where you are now, meaning you are living automatically. What the life designed for you, what the environment, what you have been told is what you have been followed. So find an answer to this question. Are you living intentionally or are you living automatically? A cycle is simply repeated behavior reinforced over time. When repeated long enough, it feels normal. When normalized, it becomes defender. When repeated long enough, it feels normal. When normalized, it becomes defended. When defended, it becomes difficult to break. It becomes a pattern. Difficult to leave such to come out of that chain, of that shackle, that invisible wall. You remember we described it at length in one of the videos. So mental poverty often survives through cycles. Cycles of fear, cycles of blame, cycles of procrastination. These are the patterns, these are the cycles that people have been battling with. Cycles of low expectations, cycles of survivor thinking instead of growth thinking. This chapter 14 of this book makes it clear that breaking a cycle requires awareness first. Awareness, awareness, awareness. We keep talking about this awareness. Awareness makes it clear that breaking a cycle requires awareness first. You cannot change what you refuse to identify. When you don't know, you are not aware, you think it's a normal way of living, it's a normal things to happen to you, it's a normal level, or your family, where you have been coming from, your community, this is the normal level everybody should reach. You cannot go more than that. So how can you change some narration when you don't know, when you are not aware? So you cannot transform what you continue to justify. Many people inherit beliefs without examination. This is how we do things. This is how life is. This is just a reality. This is what you have been believed. This is what you have been told. This is what you have been known to grow up with. So how can you help it? Only things like this can help you or open your eyes and your mind to know you are more than how you are. You can be better off than where you are now. You understand? But reality is often shaped by perspective, and perspective can be renewed. Breaking the cycle begins with questioning inherited assumption. In our house, in our kingdom, in our family, in our generation, in my lineage, this is how things have been done. This is the level men in the family has to reach. This is the normal age this person has to. It's just an assumption. It's what you have been told. This is the only thing that is in your mind. You never think outside of that, because that is the only thing you grow up to know. Meanwhile, no, it's just an assumption. It's just a pattern. It's just a cycle. Nobody, those people ahead of you, never have this kind of opportunity to get to know, to see this kind of information in order to reshape their thinking. And they pass it over generation by generation. But the good news now, your own generation is stopping from you. You are not passing it to the ones after you, because you are informed now. The awareness is coming to you now. It's just for you to actionize it, just act on what you are hearing now. So breaking the cycle begins with questioning inherited assumption. Why do I think this way? Ask yourself. Why do I respond this way? Ask yourself. Why do I limit myself in this area? Ask yourself. Who taught me this belief? ask yourself these questions. Is it still serving my growth? Circles thrive in unconscious living. It thrives in unconscious living, is growth there. Freedom begins in conscious decision making. So this chapter 14 of this book also emphasizes responsibility, not blame. Not blame. We are not blaming anybody. Nobody is a victim hole there. But emphasize on responsibility, not blame. Not to blame you, not to chastise you, not to mock you, not to laugh you. It is because of what you've grown up to know. You can't give what you don't have. But now the knowledge is coming to you, take it and use it. You can't remain the same. Never. You can never. Don't remain the same. So blames keeps you emotionally attached to the past. Stop blaming yourself. Stop blaming your family. Stop blaming your background. Stop blaming where you have been born. Stop blaming your color. Stop blaming your knowledge. You can only ditch out what you know, but you can add more. You can do better to yourself. So blame keeps you emotionally attached to the past. Responsibility empowers you to build a different future, like we are talking about now. Like what we are saying now. It empowers you to build a different future. You may not have started the circle. Yes, your parents, your forefathers, your lineage, it started from there. But you have the power to stop it. You have every power to stop it. Breaking circle is uncomfortable because it requires going against familiarity. Spirit of familiarity. Spirit of this is how it has been done. It might warrant you to lose some contact, to stay away from some circles, to start changing things the way it has been done without seeing any different results. You have to do things differently now. So breaking circles is uncomfortable because it requires going against familiarity. Growth rarely feels convenient. Change often feels lonely at first. Because a lot of people will mock you now. By the time you want to change that circle, that familiarity, you want to change from who they used to know. The discussion they used to have with you, you are saying no again. That limitation they put in your head that you both discussed before, you are saying no to those things. Some of them we call it pride. So at first, when you start, it might feel lonely because you are the one that decide, that know what you want for your future, for yourself. Nobody will do it for you. So now at first, when you start reshaping your mind, your traces, your beliefs, they might call it pride. So it might make you feel lonely at first. But at the end, your result will speak. People want to associate with you. Nobody wants to associate with a loser. But when they see things are changing for better, they come close to you and you help them to change their own narrative too. Because it's contagious success. So really feels convenient. Change often feels lonely at first. When you choose a higher standard, not everybody will understand your decision. But elevation requires separation from limiting patterns. Another powerful theme in this chapter is discipline. Very crucial. Circles are broken not by motivation alone, but by consistent action. By consistent action. Inspiration may start transformation, but discipline sustains it. So, if a circle of financial instability has existed, breaking it requires financial education and different habits. Not the way you have been doing. Something has to change. If a circle of unhealthy relationship has persisted, breaking it requires emotional growth and boundaries. If a cycle of mediocrity has been normalized, breaking it requires raising personal standard and daily excellence. New results demand new systems. Yes. So the chapter 14 of this positive of the mind books challenges us, you and I, to examine our daily habits. Your habit reveal your direction. What you repeatedly do determines who you repeatedly become. There's no magic in that. Whatever you sow, you shall reap. Small decisions compound a different morning routine, a different circle of influence, a different conversation, a different response to pressure. This may seem minor in the moment, but over time, they redefine identity. Identity is central to breaking cycles. So, you cannot permanently act differently until you see yourself differently. Not as anybody sees it. The way you see yourself, what you call yourself is what they are going to call you. If you still see yourself as limited, you will sabotage expansion. It's not a cost. It's not a family people. It's not your village people that is following you. It's you yourself. What you are doing to yourself. So, if you see yourself as capable, responsible, and evolving, your behavior will align accordingly. This is principle. It's a principle of life. Principle pure. So, this chapter 14 of this book invites you to upgrade your self-perception. You are not bound to the past. You are not bound to your past. You are not sentenced to repetition. You are not required to maintain inherited limitations. The power of awareness combined with action creates transformation. So, another critical truth explored in this chapter is the environment. Environment is critical, very important. Environment. So, cycles are reinforced by surroundings. If you remain in environments that reward limitation, you will struggle to sustain growth. Yes. Exposure to new thinking and new standard is necessary for lasting change. Transformation is not accidental. It is intentional. Breaking the cycle also requires patience. Yes, delayed gratification. Deep-rooted patterns do not disappear overnight. No, because it did not get here overnight. It happened over the years. So you don't expect it to leave overnight. No. So it requires patience, not disappear overnight. There will be moments of temptation to return to comfort zone. Yes. By the time you start the journey now of reshaping, of changing your circle, of changing your thinking, your healthy living, there will be time while you are on this journey, there will be temptation for you to return to where you are coming back from. There will also be moments when progress feels slow. Don't be discouraged. But consistency creates momentum. Progress is not always loud. Sometimes it is quiet discipline repeated daily. This chapter 14 of this book reminds us that generational change begins with individual courage. When one person decides to think differently, act differently, and live intentionally, a new legacy is formed. A new legacy is formed. You may be the one who shifts the narrative. You may be the one who chooses growth over fear. You may be the one who replaces complaint with responsibilities. You may be the one who transforms survival into strategy. Breaking the cycle is not rebellion, it is evolution. It is a conscious decision to refuse mental poverty. It is the commitment to build a life guided by awareness, discipline, and elevated standard. This is deep. Chapter 14 is loaded. Loaded. So, as we do it tonight, as we are reading it to you tonight, just think deeply. Reflect deeply. What patterns keeps repeating in your life? Make sure you have your quiet moment. Look at your life years back. Look at how you are living. What exactly is that pattern that has been repeating in your life that you don't really like? You know it's there, you don't like it, but it has been there, it's automatic. You don't have solution to it. That is why you let it be. You continue with it like that. You take it as norms. So what pattern keeps repeating in your life? What belief needs to be challenged? What habit needs to change? What environment needs to shift? That's a crucial question you should ask yourself and find an answer to. Because transformation begins with honesty with yourself now, not with anybody. Be truthful to yourself. Be honest with yourself. With yourself, you know the truth. So, if you are ready to stop repeating what limits you and start building what elevates you, this chapter 14 of this book will speak directly to you. This is not just about reading words. Yeah, what we are doing is not just about, I told you it's not just one of those just content on internet. No, not just that, just those content you see everywhere that you're just talking without a purpose. No. This is not just about reading. It is about renewing, rewiring your thinking. Yes, it is about renewing thinking. It is about taking responsibility. It is about building a new direction. So join the conversation. If you come across the video, you have something you want to contribute to what I'm saying, put it in the comment section. Why not? No string attached. It's just to sharpen ourselves, to awake ourselves, to be aware about the pattern that is not working in our life. So join the conversation, live engage in the chat, share your insight, ask your questions. A lot of people will answer you if I cannot answer it myself. Growth multiplies when we shared. When share idea, growth multiplied. So if this series is impacting you, don't hesitate to share with people, friends and family, business associates. Don't hesitate. Subscribe to this station. Turn on your notification because we are still on. It's not finishing anytime soon. So you do not miss the remaining chapter. And share this particular section with someone who needs encouragement to break free from limiting circles. Some people, not money they need, it's information. The right information is what a lot of people need, not physical money. Freedom is not found in wishing. I said it several times. It is found in deciding, and tonight I decided to grow. I don't know about you. I decide to grow. Thank you once again coming with me, doing this together with me. It has been a very, very memorable journey. It has been fantastic, fascinating. It has been so lovely for as many that reached out to us. The feedback has been so overwhelming. I appreciate it, and it gives me more courage to do more. And don't forget, I told you, this what you are doing is not for today, it's for generation to come. It should work and help thousands of people all over the world, and be part of that. Share it with people you know. Let them listen to this from the day one. Today is day 12, chapter 14 of the book. Let them be a partaker of this vital information. It's going to shape and it's going to do something in their life. And they start from them. I told you it's never too late for anybody. It doesn't matter your age. The most beautiful thing about it starts from you. It is not going to continue with the generation coming after you. Thank you. God bless you. I wish you all the best. See you up there. Share to better future, and peace out.